Hi, my name is Mendoza. I'm with the 84 Training Command out of Camp Parks, Dublin. I was going to give you a little history about the 75 millimeter pack howitzer. These are howitzers we're not using no more. They were used during World War II and the Korean War. Um, these things could be broken down into 6 pieces, and they were carried by pack mules, and they were also airborne. They were also carried by planes for airborne use. Like I said, we don't use them no more, and the only thing is now that we have other weapons that we use besides these, the 102s, the 1908s, the Paladins, the self-propel. So, like I said, nowadays we use these for special events like Memorial Day weekends, Veterans Day, or any other special events that my unit might have me for. Also for the Salute to Nations. So other days it's more like for special events. Other than that, this weapon's no longer used. We have other types of weapons that's being used now for these.
How did it work though?
Okay, the way it worked is we have a breech block. We call it. If you look in here, we don't have it. We don't use it because we don't want it to get lost. But the way it works, the breech block will come out. You have a lanyard, or a cord, as you call it. You will load up the round through here. You will lock it in place, and you pull the lanyard, you shoot. But the way it works is simple. You are given a direction from FTC. The FTC will tell you where to shoot at, and they will give you a deflect. They will give you an azimuth of lay. They will give you azimuth and deflection, which means it will tell you to either elevate, turn left or right. So, and what you do is when they tell you they have a problem in the situation with the situation in the front with the infantry, because we support the infantry. If something happens, we have to support them. So what happens is if they have a problem, they will give us a fire mission, and what we do, the first thing we do is we will shoot the first round to see where it hits at, and then they will call back, and FTC will tell us, hey, we're either a little too short or over, and we would do corrections on there. So the next round should be on target. Once we told them, hey, you're on target, then we go ahead and get the gun line, and we go ahead and shoot all the rounds down there and suppress the enemy. So that way it gives the infantry time to move to advance forward to their their missions.
Yeah, but you have to do a test first.
We have to, because if you shoot all at once and it's short or over, it doesn't hit its target. So you always have to hey, let's do. They would call one gun would shoot first, and once it lands, they will tell you, okay, you're on target, or you're over, or you're short, and then they will adjust for fire, as we call it. And in the second round, she hit the target, and once that hit, then everybody will get their assignments, and they say, hey, go ahead, shoot for fire, and they all shoot, and they will hit the target.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, just one more question. So
Yes, ma'am.
If you had the rest of the stuff here, this could still fire?
Okay, this will not fire round because if you look in here, it's
sorry.
Yes, here you go.
Oh, sorry about
If
that.
you look in here, it's welded, so the recoil will not work.
Oh, okay. So
the
this is definitely on fire.
the only thing this thing shoot is black powder. So I got a video. I'll show it to you later. But when we do our events, we have brass with black powder in there. You put it in there and it shoots. It makes a loud noise. We have to wear airplanes.
Yeah.
But we use this for 21 gun salutes. And if a general's getting promoted, he gets a 13 gun salute. And when we do the salute to nations, that means it's one shot per state. So, and we have 4 guns.
Okay.
So, we have 4 guns when we go out there. So it varies on what they needed for it. Sometimes we only use one. If we had a guy in May, he got promoted to sergeant. He was a 13 Bravo. He said, "Can you mind if we bring the gun out there?" We did that. We shot 1 round for him. He got promoted, and we did it for him.
Set them off properly.
Yeah. So these things like I said, we use this only for events.
Right.
We don't use them no longer.
It's like a museum piece.
So it's a museum
Yeah.
piece, yes. But like I said,
It was pretty scary though.
Yeah, but like I said, it is scary. It did its job what it was supposed to do. But like I said, it's welded on there. No one can use
It's
it.
not firing anymore.
It can't be used at all. The recoil don't work. They don't even. I don't think they even make rounds for these anymore. To be honest with you, I don't know, but
I would doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
It says duty on here. Is that like its name or?
No, it's not duty. There's 4 things. It's called. We have 4 guns. Each one has. We have what was it? Was it honor, duty? There was 4. I can't remember. It's honor, duty. service, and something else. And each one of them represents what it stands for. So, and when we lined it up, the guy who's in charge is like, hey, service will go here, duty, honor, and all. And I forgot what the other one was. But each one has every one of these have a significant standing for it.
So that's sort of its
Yeah.
name then.
Yeah, it's not a name. It just
It's designation.
not nation, but like duty to duty, your duty, selfless service, stuff like that. There's so many codes out there for the Army, the ethic, for the ethics of the Army.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah. You guys keep it in impeccable shape too.
Well, you know what? It's kind of dirty right now, but we tried our best to keep it clean. Because you can look like we can, yeah. Because the only thing is, there's certain materials we could use to clean it. You can't use no regular, stuff you buy from the store. You have to order stuff from the supply, and we got to clean it up. Because you can't be using any stuff that like you buy at a store. You have to, certain things you have to use, certain grease, certain cleaning solutions. You got to clean this up, or else you end up messing it up. And imagine if this gets rusted, then we got to be there all day cleaning it.
Yeah.
And as you can see, it is a good condition, but once in a while we do clean it up. We try to spray it if we can, try to clean this up, but we only work with what we got. That's it.
Well, it looks great.
Yeah.
You guys are doing a fantastic job.
Yes. And one more thing, in case you guys are wondering, people ask me, what does that do right here? This is when we actually fire the weapon. When it was actually used for live fire, you had to dig that in 6 inches, because if you didn't dig it in, and when it recoiled, it would back it up. And guess what?
You get whacked.
Then that means we have to relay the gun and get it back. Because if you don't,
Your firing off would be all
yeah. So in other words, it's in there. It keeps it in there, so that way it won't. When it recoils, it keeps it intact where it stays at. Because if you move it back, guess what? When you shoot another round, now you'll be off a lot. Yeah. So people always wonder what's that mean right there. No, that's just
anchor it
yeah, it's to anchor it in there. Yes, that's another way to use it. We call it it's called a spade, but there's other And so trust me, I've been places where you had to dig it on rocks or clay, and it was a trip trying to dig those in. And most of the guns we have nowadays have 2 of them, 2 spades.
So you have to.
Yeah, we'd be in there digging, and that's it.
How long would it take you to from when you arrive at the spot? How long would it take you till you actually arrive till you're actually shooting off the first round?
Okay. Well, we have. I know in my Army, in the SOP, we have to have this gun laid and ready to fire within 2 minutes. Once you get in there, you have to be ready to go in 2 minutes. Because remember, it's mission essential. You have to be ready to go in 2 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys just have to drill a lot.
Well, you understand, a gun like this carries a crew of 8 people. Yeah. So everybody's doing their job.
Right.
Yes. Okay. So when you come in there, everybody's doing their job. So if you have a good team, it could get done. Maybe less than 2 minutes too.
So it's like the pit crew in NASCAR race.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. It's a team effort. No such thing as one individual. Everything's a team. And I know for a fact, when I worked in the other guns, you got to have that done within 2 minutes or less. Yeah.